People, hello, hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. What next for AJ is a question that we've been asking for a bit of a while now. Obviously, we know, as told by Eddie Hearn, we were waiting for the outcome of Saturday night before AJ would decide his next move. And I think, if I'm honest with you, he was probably hoping for a Fury loss, because that means he can go in there and fight Fury. Whereas if Fury won, we'd be saying a trilogy. And now we've seen that. We've seen the outcome. So what next? Now that that's happened, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And I think, look, we've seen, like I say, we've seen the fight. Fury lost. About the trilogy, but no, we know, Usyk's got Fury's number. You know, Dubois fighting Parker, so it probably won't be him because I don't really think we can wait that long. I don't think we want to see the Usyk Fury trilogy. It's just wasting their careers, their final few fights. So that's the option I think most people would like to see. But let's look at AJ's options. He's got Fury, he's got Usyk, the winner of the Parker-Dubois fight, Wilder, the winner of the Kabayel-Zhang fight, potentially Martin Bakole, Jarrell Miller, and Dillian Whyte. I can knock a few of these names off right from the bat. Dillian Whyte, he's pretty washed, let's be fair. He's not quite earned an AJ fight, even if AJ hadn't looked great in his last fight. Miller doesn't even deserve the light of day. He's a massive drug cheat and shouldn't be fighting, in my opinion. So I don't want to see him fight Miller. Then you're looking at the ones, anyone who's fighting, anyone who's got another fight coming up. So you're looking at the Zhang Kabayel, the Parker Dubois. I don't think we can wait that long, really, before planning AJ's next fight. They both fight on the same card in February, but really we can't wait all of January and February before looking at AJ's next fight. So then you're left with a Bakole. I just think Bakole's too high risk and too low reward at this stage of AJ's career. You know, he's not really a big name. AJ's obviously coming off the loss. It's too big a risk for not really, I don't think it would change. If AJ wins that, it doesn't really change an awful lot from where he is now. And again, it's just too late in his career. So I don't think we'll see him fight Bakole at this stage of his career. Then you're looking at Usyk. And Usyk's just got no reason to fight AJ again. Like, why would he do that? He's beaten him twice and they weren't exactly going to go the other way, really. So then you're left with Fury or Wilder. That's it, really. But I will include the winner of Dubois versus Parker, just because I'm sure that Dubois would fight AJ again. I know that Parker would want the revenge. So if AJ loses, sorry, if Parker loses to Dubois, they both lost to Dubois, both pretty high up. That could be an option. Dubois obviously beat AJ pretty handily. Beat Parker if they win. I'm sure he'll beat Parker pretty handily in this eventuality. So they could sort of square off for a seat back at the table. And if Dubois loses, well, Dubois lost to Parker, why not come back against AJ? Because then AJ a chance to avenge his loss, because Dubois a chance to catapult himself back up again. On the flip side, the winner, well, chucking a title in the mix, it's the same thing. Dubois wouldn't mind fighting AJ again, whilst whatever's happening with the rest of the division, and then Parker would want the revenge, and you've got a title in there. So I'm going to include that just because of boxing politics. But I do think it's unlikely to be next. So let's start with the Fury one. I really don't know what to think. Like, I honestly don't know what to think about this. Part of me thinks that Fury will see AJ as a very winnable fight, especially after that Dubois fight. And look, Turkey's going to want to offer him a lot of money. He's going to want to see that fight. He's already said he wants to see that fight, so he offer him a lot of money for that. But part of me also thinks actually that was it for Fury. That was Fury's one last hurrah, which he lost. He's done now. He'll just sail into the sunset with his millions and retire. Part of me thinks that's what's going to happen here, because we know what Fury's like. I don't really know what to think about that. But if Fury AJ is to happen, it needs to be next. Otherwise, we'll lose it. At least semi makes sense right now, right? I mean, it's a huge fight. It sells out Wembley. You got a 2-fight deal, so you can see one in Riyadh as well. Get the deal done. It's not what it once was, but they both lost to Usyk. Obviously, if AJ beat Dubois, then there's a title in the mix as well, but that's not what happened. They both come off of losses. Both lost to Usyk. It's still the Battle of Britain. It's now or never. At least semi makes sense. So I think that's what everyone wants to see. That's what should be next. But we know what Fury's like, and I think what will happen is Fury will just run rings around everyone for ages, saying he's retiring, saying he's not retiring, saying he'll come out, but he's not fighting AJ, he'll only fight this person. He wants a few comeback fights and only fight Usyk in a trilogy. He'll want loads of money. We saw it with the initial negotiations with Usyk, where that fight fell through and Usyk went and fought Dubois instead because Fury's giving everyone the runaround. And the other one is Wilder. Now hear me out. I don't want to see this fight, but Wilder has said that he's not going to retire. He is going to fight on. But we haven't heard who yet. And AJ's come off the back of a heavy loss to Dubois. Obviously, Wilder of a heavy loss to Zhang. And again, it just feels like now or never. It's a fight that not really anyone wants to see, but if AJ gets back to winning ways, that fight's gone again. I don't want to see it. It's already really gone, to be honest with you. But it is a fight where if it's going to happen, it has to happen now. And if AJ wins, it would set up a Fury fight, obviously them having both beat Wilder. It is a shame we're looking at what was two huge fights in AJ versus Fury and AJ versus Wilder, and they're now extremely diminished fights. But they can both still happen. So I think one of those really needs to be next. The Fury AJ, Wilder AJ. Not what they once were, but they're still there. They can still happen and they can still semi-make sense. Now, what I think will happen is I think Fury, as I say, will now take some time out of the ring, spend some time with his family, enjoy Christmas, enjoy New Year's, just recover, watch the fight back, have a think about it, probably come out and say that he thinks he's won and was robbed, but take some time out. He won't be fighting anytime soon. I think Ibn flow out of retirement, saying he is retiring, he's not retiring, and he is fighting, and he's not fighting. And as I say, I'll only fight this person, that person, the other person. Then he'll play hard to get and make the fight very difficult to make with a lot of money being offered. And ultimately, I think we'll see him delay it enough, so much so that AJ will end up taking a different fight in the meantime, as he doesn't want to sit out forever and he's losing valuable time. So I think we'll see him take a different fight first. Then he'll fight Fury roughly this time next year, October, November, December time next year, when Fury's had some time off, thought about it, had his retirement, and then wants to come back. And he'll finally take the deal that Turkey offers him. And I think that fight is either going to be Deontay Wilder or the Dubois versus Parker winner. I think it depends how long we see it delayed. I think if AJ wants to get out there quickly and Fury says he's retiring, then AJ will just jump in there with Wilder. I think if AJ wants to get in there, not necessarily that quickly, he's in no rush, trying to get the trying to get the Fury fight going, and then it sort of dwindles down, then he'll go for the Parker Dubois winner. I think it depends. If AJ's sitting there now going, look, I want to fight now. I want to fight in May now. Fury's taking ages to decide, kind of goes for retirement, but we're not really sure, but it takes his time. AJ, I want to go there now. We won't wait for the February result. He'll just jump in there with Wilder. But if he goes, look, I'll wait, I'll give him his time, we'll see what he decides. And it sounds like he's going to try and make the fight, and he just makes it difficult. But AJ's giving it a bit of time. It never materialises. What we'll see is he'll jump in there with Parker versus Dubois winner, who I think will be Parker. That's my thoughts, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Maybe I'm well off. Who do you want to see that AJ in there with next? Maybe do you want to see AJ retire? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, people. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. You know how YouTube works, people. Peace.